What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. As always, I'm your co-host Donovan Quick. Hope you guys missed us. It's been a couple weeks since we've uploaded, but here we are. We're going to be talking about contract situations between Tua and Tyreek. We're also going to be addressing some OTA stuff and who's gotten some orange jerseys. But first things first, of course, while you're all here, the contract situations with Tua and Tyreek. They finally opened up about it publicly for the first time this offseason. Tua quoted as being anxious to get his deal done. You know, he also, I watched the whole video of his interview and everything. Basically, he's anxious to get the deal done, and it sounds like they're basically have the money right on the contract. It's just a matter of the guarantees. So it seems that they're really close. It's just a matter of them trying to find more of a middle ground for both him and the team. And you know, I like the way that he's putting this. You know, people asked him like what he thought about Goff's deal and Burrow's deal, and he's like, look, the market is the market. Those guys, they've gone and they've, you know, one's been to a Super Bowl with Burrow, one's been to an NFC Championship game with Goff. And he said it's also hard for him to mix personal with business, or separate personal and business. And for me, that kind of brings me back to like, ooh, maybe we have some hope of being able to get more of a like team-friendly deal from Tua, being that he wants everybody around him to succeed, being that he wants, you know, the entire structure of the team to kind of stay together and still be that team guy, that friendly guy that everybody loves on the team. And he's not obviously taking a pay cut by any means, but maybe he's not going to get the $55 million that we think he might get. Maybe it's going to be somewhere around $48 to $49 million, but with more guaranteed money. Because would you rather have, as if you're Tua, would you rather have a $55 million a year with, you know, less guaranteed, like say 90 guaranteed, instead of you get $48 million a year and you get 120 guaranteed? To me, that's almost like a no-brainer. You want to get your guaranteed money. That is what he's going to, I think that's what they're gonna kind of aim for, and that seems to be the census around all the Dolphins reporters, is that they're good on the money part. No one really knows exactly what they're getting, you know, per year basis. It's of the structure of the deal and getting the bonus, or not the bonus, the guaranteed money correct. And as far as Tyreek Hill, he's gone on to say, look, yeah, obviously my guy has been in contact with Greer and their team. I believe his agent is Drew Rosenhaus, and they've been in contact trying to get a contract, you know, reworked or extended. The Dolphins, mind you, could save money by extending Tyreek Hill this offseason. So that is another structure that, okay, they could save money, then maybe they can, you know, go and throw it at someone else, who we'll address a little bit later. But with Tyreek's situation, he came out and said, look, I'm not looking to be the highest paid receiver, which right now is Justin Jefferson at $35 million a year. Waddle just got $28 million a year. But if you average it out with his current 2 years that he's on, it's around $20 million a year for the next 5 years. So really, it's not that bad. It's a really good deal for Waddle. But then, once again, you look back at Tyreek Hill, he's getting 32 right now. So would he want somewhere in the realm of 33, 34? Does he want the extension? Does he want it reworked? There isn't exact details on what he wants, but he does want to remain a Dolphin for the rest of his career. Now, look, last offseason, there was all this talk about Tyreek Hill, you know, playing out his contract and then retiring. And now he's kind of like changed it a little bit. He wants to play a little bit longer. Look, the man just had 5 kids, at least 4, probably 5 kids in the last year. He's going to need some money to pay for those kids. So if a couple more years or a couple extra $1 million helps, him and the Dolphins and Tua for his career, even help his bid for the Hall of Fame get even bigger. Honestly, why not? Like, sign him to a couple, like, you'll have like a year gap before Waddle's contract kicks in. So right now, I think they want to have it structured to kind of like it drops off when Waddle's picks up, and that's perfectly fine by me. That way you kind of tier it down, and you're not paying all these guys all of this money at one time, because that's just not sustainable. That's how you get in the New Orleans Saints territory. That's how you get into Los Angeles Rams. Now look, Los Angeles Rams, I've been saying I love the way that they did it. They went all out, got the Super Bowl. Now they're rebuilding, and they have a really good, rebuilding structure that they have going on over there. I like what they're doing. But, why not? Tyreek Hill, $34.5 million a year over the next 3 years. Who says no? You got to save, I think, $10 million this year with extending him. With Tua, once you extend him, you save $16 million this year. So that combined, that opens you up even more. Now, given we just got $18.5 million from Xavier Howard now that June 1st has passed. So as of yesterday, or as of 2 days ago, the Dolphins now have $18.5 million more in cap space, which they used to sign most of their rookie class. We still have Chop Robinson and Patrick Paul to sign. But all in all, like, it's just been very it's a very kind of weird offseason where the Dolphins aren't going out and they're grabbing these big name guys like they have in the past couple years. They're trying to go and, keep the guys that we already have here. Now, given we also have to extend Holland, we also have to extend Jalen Phillips. So those are, guys that we would like to extend as well. So it's a very finicky thing that Greer is doing up there. But I do think that before training camp comes around, we'll see Tua and Tyreek get their money. I do think that Tyreek, they're going to get something worked out for Tyreek. I do think he's going to be a Dolphin for the rest of his career, unless he just decides to play past when he's washed. As far as Tua goes, he is doing like a semi hold in. He's not participating in 11-on-11 drills as of right now. He did do a lot of 7-on-7s, and Omar Kelly did report he did not miss a single pass. He looked fantastic. There were a couple of drops, but there was not a single pass that Tua did not. He was just sharp today. That's the exact words he actually used. Tyreek, it doesn't seem like he's holding out from anything. He's full participation with all of this. And I can't really blame him, he's, doing his thing. And Tua, I can't really blame him. If either of these guys want to, limit their participation at this point, as long as they're there, they're in the building, they're absorbing the knowledge, can't really blame them there. Hey, look, we're going to get some of the orange jerseys now. Jeff Wilson got an orange jersey in practice today. We've had a couple different ones. Duke Riley had the orange practice jersey. Alec Ingold, I believe, had the orange practice jersey. Devon Achane has yet to get it, but I heard that he had a really good day today. He stood out today, so I do expect him to have it. And look, Achane, he's going to be getting that increased workload. We'll get into that a little bit more. But, with all these contracts, things kind of going around, I know I'm jumping back and forth here, so bear with me. There's a lot of things that we've missed in the past couple weeks. But with all this contract stuff going around, we get Xavier Howard's money. We will extend Tua. We'll get that money that they saved there. We'll get Tyreek's money when we extend him, because I am confident that we're gonna extend both of these guys. And so we're gonna have a nice little chunk of change. Now we can either let that roll over into the next offseason and help us out there, or we can go ahead and bring someone else in. Justin Simmons, a free agent still currently, has been on Twitter a little bit and interacting with some Dolphins fans and talking about maybe joining the Dolphins. That maybe there's some mutual interest there. I don't exactly know the extent of it. Obviously we brought in Jordan Poyer. We have Javon Holland. We did let Brandon Jones walk. Nick Needham is kind of like a hybrid safety and corner at the moment. So maybe there's a possibility of bringing in Justin Simmons. Maybe there's a possibility of bringing in an extra offensive lineman. Maybe we just save the cap for, if we want to go and reach and grab someone huge in the middle of the season on our playoff run, at the trade deadline or something like that. That's a big chunk of money to have that gives us a lot of flexibility to do a lot of different things. So I'm excited to see what Greer can do with this money that he's saving. I'm excited to see, like, Tua looks great. Like, he looks like Ozempic Tua right now. It's kind of funny. I think, was it Waddle that made that joke? Someone on the team made Ozempic Tua an Ozempic Tua joke, and it was hilarious. And but Tua's looking sharp out there. He's looking like he's able to just whip the ball out, and I'm excited to see what he could do. It's gonna be an interesting offseason, interesting year to say the least. If you stuck with me this long, I really do appreciate it. I know there's a lot of mumbling after the first 5 minutes or so, but I'm glad y'all are still here. Hopefully we'll get a lot more updates to you in real time very soon. Just had a lot of hectic stuff. Moved a little bit. Jacob also moved. So yeah, lots of different things going on. Hopefully, and actually, no, by next week we're gonna be full time back at this. We'll get you your live updates whenever you need them. All right, deuces.